Welcome back.
Today we're going to be talking about our predictions for 2021, some global news, and our very own personal fantasies.
Not to mention an exclusive, juicy interview with handsy Uncle Joe Biden.
This is The Boredroom.
I'm Sara.
And I'm Rachel.
And when was the last time you washed your sheets? I know it was months ago. You're filthy.
All right, Sara, how's it going? How you doing? We've entered a new decade now. It's pretty exciting. We're about, a month into 2021?
Yeah. And I mean, 2020 was just so great.
Yeah.
In every conceivable way.
Yeah.
I think it's good that the very beginning of a decade where everyone is like, we're going to have flying cars. And then, what was it, a virus? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it was like two bats did it in a cave, and then everyone's like, now you're sick.
Yeah.
So I was going to say it can't get any worse, but you know what? I'm not going to jinx it.
Yeah.
So we do have we have some predictions.
Yes.
The 2020s.
Yeah.
And not because we are clairvoyant, but because our hubris knows no bounds.
Exactly.
So globally speaking, China is going to take over everything. And when I mean everything, I don't mean like economically. As in, I'm going to like wake up in my bed and there's just going to be like a Chinese woman sleeping next to me.
Yeah, but she'll be like all tiny and cute and you'll be like, oh, hey. And
it'll be adorable, and I'll be like, Li Win. Is that a name? That's not. That's not a Chinese name. What's a less racist name?
Should we ask J.K. Rowling? Cho Chang.
Cho Chang. Mulan, I think.
Yeah, Mulan, yeah.
I'm going to be like, what are you doing here? And she'd be like, didn't you read the terms and conditions for that Apple contract that you signed? I own you. And your ovaries. And I'll be like, well, gee shucks. You got me.
Yeah.
And then she's going to be like, get up and make me breakfast. And I won't fight it. And then over time, we develop a relationship and we grow rather fond of each other. And then A24 buys the film rights. And it's a knockout success.
Yeah.
Sundance official selection type movie.
Oh, of course. Of course.
The title is going to be like, Our Love Was Made in China. Or something as horrible as that. What do you think is going to happen with China?
I don't know. I know there's a lot of people there. See, I'm a true-blooded American, so I know nothing about any other country.
And you shouldn't.
Yeah, all I know is that Canada sometimes sends us their good singers and comedians. That's really all I know. And something about Mexico. There's something related to drugs. Cocaina. I've heard the term before. I've watched Narcos, so...
The Mexican version and the Colombian version.
Yeah.
I think the guy who plays Pablo Escobar in that, so adorable.
True.
I want to pinch his little cheek.
Yeah. I'd crawl into that tunnel, if you know what I'm saying. Is that a pegging
That was El
joke?
Chapo.
Yeah.
I think, listen, they're all into tunnels. I don't know if there's some sort of like Freudian joke to make there, but... I think it's more practical than anything. Yeah. Speaking of people I want to sort of pinch on the cheek, this goes into my other predictions, Kim Jong-un.
Ooh, yeah.
He's still going to be doing his thing.
Yeah. Like, I know he's a bad person, but I'm like, he's kind of cute, you know? Like,
I would,
those cheeks, those little chubby cheeks.
I've seen those photos when he was at American summer camps.
Yeah.
Just want to pinch him. I want him. It's like, it's the same thing, sort of with like Chris Christie, is that I want to poke him.
Yeah.
I want to, not like a Korean piñata, but not beat him. I mean, poke him relentlessly until like
I want to do
his filling comes out.
Yes. Like when you buy like one of those turkeys for Thanksgiving, you give it a little slap, and then you kind of take the insides out.
Yeah.
I can skip the inside part, but definitely give him a little pat on his little stummy.
And it's fine because if his filling comes out, it's like Build-A-Bear Workshop. They can just stitch him back up. And speaking of that family, another prediction is I think that if he croaks, his sister is going to ascend.
Oh, for sure.
And be, dare I say it, our hashtag girl boss, female dictator.
Finally.
I mean, first there was female drone pilots, which, like, it's about time. And now we got our first dictator. And I'm excited I think it's a new world. I think that little girls can look up to her.
Yeah.
And she's a woman of color.
Joe Biden, I was that little girl. Now that's going to be like the phrase of the decade.
I was that little corn pop. That's going to be, this is incredible. Biden's America. I just want every little brown and black and Asian. I was going to say yellow, but I was like, you know what? I've been racist enough. Girl, to look at the news and see the atrocities being committed in the world and think, that could be me.
Yeah.
I can do that.
I could be the one committing those war crimes.
Right? She took those nukes and she shattered that glass ceiling.
Yeah. That's a girl boss if you ask me.
Absolutely. I can't wait. Can't wait until either she does that or she just starts like doing multi-level marketing schemes on Facebook, which is, I think, the other hashtag girl boss route to go.
Yeah, she sells those Mary Kay and Ashley. Wait, are those the
Mary
twins?
Kate. She sells Mary Kate and Ashley.
Yeah, she sells the
on
Olsen
Facebook.
twins. Exactly.
I once had a dream that...
Oh my God, Martin Luther King's here with us right now.
No, I can't remember. I don't think this was my dream. I think I read somewhere that someone was like, I had a dream that Mary Kate and Ashley were at a house party, like in Brooklyn. And one of them took a drag of a cigarette, and the other one opened her mouth and smoke came out. And is that crazy. Not the most incredible thing you have ever heard? And also, I'm certain that has happened before.
Oh, of course. Like, I imagine, like, when one drinks something, the other just starts peeing, like, immediately.
Yeah.
Like, they've got to be connected on another level.
They're so intertwined. They finish each other's sentences. They can, like, sense when the other one is, like, missing or something like that.
Yeah, every Full House or Fuller House taping or whatever, like, they get, like, an alert. Their eyes start going all wonky.
Did you know that there's actually 4 of them?
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Mary, Kate, and Ashley. That's 4 there.
It was right in front of us the entire time. Or better yet, there's only one of them, and she's just moving back and forth
very quickly. Moving back and forth very quickly.
By the way, before we get off of Asia, you were doing an accent like right before we hit record.
Oh yeah, should I do that again? Like with the eyes and everything? Or
no,
just...
they can't see that. So I feel like that's not as fun.
That's true. Yeah, it's not even as worth it.
It's not even. Is that even offensive anymore? I mean, it is. But is it funny anymore?
Yeah, like we've moved on to bigger targets. You know, we've made fun of other races now. Like we're moving on from the Asian race.
We can move north because we got Korea.
Yeah,
we got China.
Yeah,
we're done with Asia. We're giving them too much time. Let's move on to Russia.
Ooh,
Putin.
Yeah, him on that horse. Okay,
Vladdy Putin. I think prediction. His stepping down from being president for like the past 20-something years, I think it's a scam. Yeah. I think he's trying to weed out people who are not loyal to him, and he's just testing the waters to see who are the first few people to get into that like comrade group chat and be like, I never liked her.
Yeah.
I thought she was fake.
His little bald head.
I've seen, and you talk about him shirtless. Those pictures.
Yeah.
On that horse. Yeah. Both nips out.
Mm-hmm. He's hotter than the centaur from Percy Jackson. I said it.
All right.
I said it.
I don't know if I'd go that far. What about the centaurs from Harry Potter?
Oh. When they kill Umbridge, that goes... Well, they didn't kill her.
No, they just assaulted her,
They were like, you're coming with us.
Yeah, which is kind of messed up, JK. That's fine. Yeah, we're Umbridge. We're Umbridge sympathizers.
Yeah. We're on her side.
Of all if you were to rank hottest dictators, right, and Putin, I think, would technically qualify in this category.
Yeah.
Do you think that he would make top 10?
I think so.
I'm talking like dead, alive.
I'm a real big fan of what's his face, Genghis Khan or whatever with the Mongols. Is he a dictator?
I don't think he constitutes as a dictator, but he was.
He was a conqueror.
Yeah,
I'd let him conquer me, baby.
In many ways, and he did many times. Yeah. A disgusting amount.
Those were glorious nights.
Can you believe his genetic impact on the Asian subcontinent? Not the subcontinent, like the Asian continent in general. Yeah. That's too many.
He's the reason why there's like 1 billion people in all of those countries.
He sired them like Seabiscuit, yes. like Tillicum.
Yeah. They just shot it out. Like that's what they shot
and
in the
they lined up the women after they'd like massacred their families, and he just sort of like Like he like spitballed it.
Dart, yeah.
And that's what the history books don't tell you. Yeah. By the way,
this is the honest truth here, coming straight from the horse's mouth.
Yeah. So I guess Genghis Khan would be up there. We can expand this to not just dictators, but just any sort of tyrannical leaders.
Yeah.
People who were harsh.
Yeah.
Right? Idi Amin. Up there. Idi Amin from Uganda. You ain't know? You'd love him. He was allegedly a cannibal.
Oh, already love. Army Hammer who?
We can talk about him later. Army Hammer. Anyone shocked he was into that? No. I wasn't. He's too handsome.
Yeah, there's always a catch. There's always a catch.
He's too like classic. He's like such an Aryan poster child.
Yeah.
You know he would be like used in like Nazi propaganda films. Yeah. And that made me like a little sus. Yeah. But if you're into that, he was not only into cannibalism, he also allegedly said that he knew the exact moment and day he was going to die. Oh. And then he didn't tell anyone. And then he eventually died. And it's like, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
I need the receipts.
Right. That's fake. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
So who else? We got Mugabe from Zimbabwe, R.I.P. He died like last year.
Yeah.
He's with the Angels now.
Yeah.
He has one of my favorite lines during a speech that he gave to the UN. I think probably my favorite line that any politician has ever said. He was addressing like the sort of homophobic laws in the country. And he just said, "We are not gay." And that was the line. And I was like, okay.
You should watch. I found this interview the other day, and the interviewer just goes, "Why are you gay?"
Yes, the Ugandan.
Yes. Oh, that's the greatest thing ever.
What a question. Yeah. Why are you? Yeah. Why are you straight, Rachel?
Well, good question.
I mean, listen, that headband is fused to your scalp at this point. And I think that technically means that you constitute as bi-curious at most.
Yeah, I think so too. I cuff my jeans, like I own denim and flannel. Like, what's next, you know?
Those are entry level.
And yes, I've kissed a girl and I've had sex with a girl. That doesn't make me gay.
And you're exclusively attracted to women, but I don't think that counts.
That doesn't make me gay or anything. Come on.
I forgot to mention this because there's another group of people that I wanted to make fun of because we were talking about Genghis Khan and his genetic influence and how that's gross.
Yeah,
it's like those TLC family shows where they're like, we have 19 children, and I'm like, that's disgusting.
The Duggars, literally. Okay, the Duggars, the mom and dad, their youngest kid is younger than their oldest son's child. So literally, your aunt is younger than you. That should not be allowed.
That's kind of weird.
That's preposterous to me.
I think my youngest uncle is only like 2 years older than my oldest cousin. So it's not the same thing. Math. But yeah, it's like, no offense, but if you're over 45, shut it down. It's one thing if you don't have children and you're like, I was busy being having a career. I was busy heading the CIA or whatever it is that people do now. Yeah. But if you have like you already got 17 children, that is selfish.
Yeah.
That is you can't. Your children cannot make up half of the town's population. This is not gonna end up well.
Yes, this reminds me, I've caught like one episode of Sister Wives just because I was like, I have to see this. I'm so curious. They literally, in their neighborhood, they are the entire street. So like each wife has a house on the street. Like they have an entire cul-de-sac. And the husband just like rotates which house he goes to every night. Like I think he like lives out of a duffel bag and just like sleeps at one house, then the next one. And they like take turns on the weekends. It's the craziest thing ever to me.
That is exhausting? Yeah. I can't imagine.
Also, how do their vacations work? Like, is it all of the families? It's like, here's my 30 children that I have with these like 4 or 5 women.
I don't think that should be allowed. Here's the thing. What if he was shady and he only took like one of the families
I know,
on
like that's why I'm wondering.
Right? Also, which one, like, is one of their houses nicer? You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's like only sus. One has a basement.
Yeah. And the third one is just like, it's like a kennel. And you're like, okay, we know who the favorites are.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that. Were they Mormon?
I don't know. They've got to be one of those.
I don't even know what state that would be legal in, because Mormonism, I think, officially outlawed polygamy. Even like
really?
in the 1800s, like like a
wow.
few decades after Joseph Smith was like, I found these tablets in the woods, and do you know the story? I'm not even kidding. This man was arrested for fraud a year before.
Yeah.
These whole shenanigans, and apparently when people were like, "Can we see the tablets, Joseph?" He was like, "No, because if you look at them, you'll die. So I'm the only one who can see them, and I have to go underneath this blanket to look at them." I'm like, "This is how?
Yeah.
How do y'all buy this?"
Yeah.
Then he went around and started collecting wives like they were Pez dispensers. If any Mormons are listening, I don't know what to tell you. I'm speaking straight facts. And if you're offended, good. I'm offended that y'all didn't let me in your little church.
Yeah.
Right?
They be exclusive.
I was banging on that door. I went down to Salt Lake City, where the city is salt and the lakes are city. And I was like, let me see them tablets.
Yeah.
I need to see them. And they're like, you're trespassing and you need to leave. So much for being nice.
Yeah. Mormons.
BS. The Osmonds, a lie. A complete lie. So, okay, so we made fun of the Chinese Mormons.
We hit our racial and religious requirements for the episode.
We've met our quota.
Yeah.
So we can move on to other predictions. QAnon.
Oh, yeah.
QAnon. Quanon.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get bigger.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see where they go.
Yeah.
Because there was Pizzagate. When the guy went into that.
Pizzagate, they started small.
Listen, this should be an inspirational story to anyone listening right now.
Yeah.
You too can start your own grassroots conspiracy theory that is technically anti-Semitic. And eventually you will get like Congress people who believe you.
Literally.
Get elected.
That's so insane to me. Like the congresswoman that
Marjorie?
was like, yes, the California wildfires are caused by the Jewish space lasers.
Right. Which is like,
duh.
of course.
They are.
And you know what? I support them. I'll say it right now.
Yeah.
Did she mean Israeli? I can't. This is me like actually trying to make her stupid statement logical.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, maybe she meant like Israeli, which would still be nonsense. But I think maybe it was actually a Jewish laser because there was like a little yarmulke.
Yeah, and it was like shooting out like bagels, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? We are very culturally insensitive.
Yeah.
When we say that, but we love the Jews. We love.
I've seen Seinfeld. Like,
Yeah, we
I'm
know.
allowed to make jokes about it. Like.
Yeah, I'm not Jewish. I am black, which is, I don't know, Jew adjacent maybe.
Yeah.
We love the Jews. We love the Chinese. They love each other. I mean, I've seen those marriage rates.
Yeah.
So there's a QAnon stuff, which I think the baseline of their conspiracies are something about global elite eating Christian babies.
Oh.
Or like drinking they're not eating them. They're drinking their blood.
Oh.
A lot of this fixation on like Christian baby blood.
Yeah.
And let me just say, it's not that good.
Yeah.
It's not that great. I was a Christian baby. I was baptized.
Oh.
Which means I'm better than you. But I was a Christian baby. I've nicked myself once and been like, you know what?
Slurp.
Little slurp. Free Slurpee, right?
Yeah.
Lapped it up a bit.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
Okay, but have you tried it chilled? That's where the game changer happens.
I have not. You mean like one of those bags you get at the hospital, like those blood fusion bags?
Yeah. It's like a Capri Sun. You just pop the little straw in there.
Exactly, and then you
slurp that up.
And I got O negative, which is
that's the good
that's
stuff.
prime
that's my
real
favorite
estate.
flavor. Yeah.
I know. It's real. It's got a real kick to it.
Yeah.
Got a oddly umami type flavor, which is what I've heard. So, Christian baby blood. I think, you know what? I think it would be funnier if there wasn't that like underlying. We talked about the Jews, but we can talk them a bit more. Every time you go down these conspiracy rabbit holes,
Yeah.
you get to a point where you're like, These people are 4 sentences away from being like, it's the Jews.
Yeah.
And they're waiting to like see if you're in on it. It's sort of like, it's like Schrodinger's anti-Semitism where they're like, they're waiting and it's like wink, wink. We're joking, but only if you're not one of us.
Yeah.
And I don't think, and I'm not someone that they can trust to be open with, which sucks because I don't get invited to their little QAnon parties.
Yeah. Even though you believe all the things they do.
Yeah, of course. Really, even though I was one of the original posters on the 4chan forum. But that doesn't mean anything in this society.
Yeah. You lost 8 million followers on Parler because of all this.
It's like you put in so much work. This is just like what happened with Margaret Thatcher. You break your back and you sacrifice for your party. Yeah. And you get stabbed in the back.
Yeah.
BTW, we are joking. We don't actually believe the QAnon stuff.
That was for legal purposes.
Yeah, just in case we get raided or something. Yeah. I think the worst thing about that conspiracy theory in particular is that it's boring. It's been done.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like people getting together and eating the pineal glands of children or whatever it is.
Boring.
It's like get a new thing.
Yeah. We're tired of it.
Pick another religion. Yeah. Get the Hindus. Yeah. I haven't heard anything about them.
Yeah.
Right?
Get some henna with a swastika on your arm or something.
That's all I got to say on that one. Any more predictions about the world? Do you think it's going to end?
Oh, God, I hope so. But I really, like, every time I see Joe Biden on the news, I'm just, like, waiting for the day where he just croaks out.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't... I'm sorry, Joe Biden. Joe Biden, if you're listening right now, I mean, best of luck, sir, but I just don't think he's going to make it.
Well, just stay tuned for it in a few minutes because we do have an interview with him coming up.
Gosh.
So,
wow, I can't wait.
Second episode.
We're big time, baby.
Illustrious.
We already got the president on here.
You said something about Betty White and Bernie Sanders.
Oh, yes. Well, I think they're going to outlive us all. Bernie and Betty are unstoppable because they're always in the news, and I always go, oh God, because I always think they're dead. This is it, but then they never are. It's Bernie wearing his little cute mittens, or Betty just like getting older still somehow, staying golden as she is that golden girl.
She is golden girl, golden showers. Yeah. She's like the queen. Who's never going to die. She's like, 130 or something, and she's never going to die. She's just going to continue wearing obscenely bright hats and watching tennis.
Hello. That's what she does.
That is uncanny. It's like she's in the room with us.
Yeah.
Speaking of being in the room with us, I did mention that we managed to get contact of 46th president.
This is exciting. This is big.
Sniffer of women's hair. Joe Biden. It's part of an outreach program. It's on the phone. I told him I was Cardi B, and he was like, I believe you. Yeah, I did that like,
yeah.
And he believed me. So we are going to go live in a few seconds with President Joe Biden. Wow. The lines are open.
This is crazy.
Lines are open for anyone who wants to call in. Anyone walking on the street can just sort of yell a question in through the window if they want.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh my God, is he here? He's here. He's here.
He's live. Okay. Get together. You remember to brush your hair?
Yeah.
Okay. Lavender scent. That's what he likes.
Yep.
Okay. So, oh my God, I didn't expect to be this nervous. So, hello, Joe.
Hey there.
Oh my God. You're even more charming in person. Like, this is incredible. Thank you for coming on the show. I know you're very busy. I just wanted to ask you a few questions. Would that be okay?
Sure thing, Cardi.
Oh, Kurt, as I say famously, because I am Cardi B. Are you still friends with Obama?
Oh, yeah.
Rachel, oh my God, please.
Sorry, Mr. Biden, could you repeat that? I think we started losing you for a sec. I'm sorry, Mr. Biden.
I can repeat the question. Are you still friends with Obama?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, sorry, was that the Kool-Aid Man?
I think you did the voice for the Kool-Aid Man, actually, famously in the 80s before you began your Senate career. That's a little fact.
That's right.
Did y'all have pillow fights in the White House? Like, snuggle up together, maybe get a little too close, and Michelle sort of watches you through a cracked door and squints?
Every night. Every single night.
Oh my God. That's so beautiful. That right there is toxic masculinity dying. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad that you shared that with us. Let's move on to nukes. You know them.
Oh, yeah, baby.
You love them.
Now I have ladies that shoot them out.
That is progress. That is feminism. And I'm hoping that Kamala is one of the ladies that does it. Does she get to press a button?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, you have any plans on nuking anyone? Like, top secret, but like you can tell me. Only 10 people are listening to this. Any countries in mind?
Well, there's a lot to pick from.
Yeah, there's a lot of annoying countries out there. I have a few suggestions, like, if you don't mind handing this list over to the State Department.
Go ahead.
I was thinking Denmark.
Interesting.
I know. Shocking. I just feel like they don't bring as much to the table as the other countries around them. Holland, I mean, there's Amsterdam. There's the red light district. They got all those dams.
That's the one with the prostitutes.
Oh, Joe. I feel like we both know where this conversation is going. You ever been to that part of Amsterdam?
Don't tell Dr. Jill, but maybe.
Recently?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Listen, you're a man, and sometimes men have desires, even if they might be disgusting. So, Holland, it's got stuff going for it. Sweden, I don't want to wipe out like 50% of the blondes on Earth, you know?
Yeah, and they made the IKEA stuff.
Yeah.
I buy their tables.
They got meatballs. They're like, it's an oddly phallic-shaped country, so I want to keep that. Mm-hmm. But Denmark, it's like, what do they got? Huh? Copenhagen? Is that even a real place? I've never seen it.
No, it's not.
Thank you. I'm so glad that I finally have a president that listens to women and the voices and opinions of women. And I think that's why I support you. In this moment, things might change because I've talked a lot of shit about you behind your back. So moving on. Out of all the races, like, which one is your favorite?
I don't know if I can pick. You know, I love all Americans. You know, whether they're black or Latino, Asian, normal.
Okay.
I love them all.
I get that. And your track record shows that. But I was hoping for a less political answer. I wanted you to be specific. But you don't have to. I am very glad that you're able to come in. You carved out a little 7 minutes, I think, to talk to us today, and I'm very thankful for that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Biden. We really, really appreciate it.
You seem to have left a trail of some sort of liquid on your way here, almost like you slithered, which is odd. A little bit's on the seat as well. That's fine. We can clean that up.
See?
It's fine. We can Belle Delphine it, scoop it up into a little container and sell it.
Yeah.
Do you have an OnlyFans?
Maybe.
Oh my God, Joe. What's your username?
I love Kamala. Less than symbol number 3.
Okay, because I love Kamala was already taken, I'm assuming. What do you post? Are you a video guy? Photos?
It's photos of my hands that can be inserted into a photo on your shoulder.
Oh my God. Look at that. Mr. Biden breaking his back for the people of this country.
Yeah.
Thank you again for joining us. Greatly appreciated. Please come back.
Anytime, J-Lo or Cardi B or whichever one you are.
I'll take it. Either one. That was Joe Biden, everyone. Get ready. We are going to have so many illustrious guests on future episodes.
Yeah, I mean, episode 2, we're already at the president. Like, it's only up from here. That was super exciting. Super proud of that.
Mm-hmm. I think we really we went where a lot of journalists wouldn't think to go. Mainly because it would be unethical. But I think that's who we are.
Mm-hmm. We really dig deep.
Yeah. We go there. Mm-hmm. We tap dance on the boundary between what is acceptable and not.
Yeah.
and we've gotten in trouble for it
Yeah.
many times. Why do you think we don't show our faces on this?
Yeah. We can't.
So there are certain things that are coming back.
Yeah.
These
Syphilis, my
Yeah.
my herpes.
Stop bragging. We know you're getting laid.
Yeah.
So there are certain things we made predictions earlier on. Talked about a little bit of global news, but this is not a prediction. This is something I have witnessed with my own 2.
3? Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
2.
My
We
third
only
eye
have
was
2.
like earlier this year. It wasn't unlocked yet.
Oh,
it was
yes.
it was very calcified.
Yeah.
Y2K fashion, a comeback,
Yeah.
which I am both repulsed and excited by, because it's like on
Yeah.
one hand, those were some of the ugliest choices and outfit combinations
Yeah.
I've ever seen in my entire life. But I also spit in the face of aesthetics.
Yeah.
And I think we should embrace the ugly, but not that kind of ugly.
Yeah. Not that far.
No, I would say it's also a lot of like whatever Paris Hilton was like stumbling out of a club wearing in 2002
Yeah.
is coming back, which is like, unless you are fully anorexic, it's not going to look good on you.
Yeah. Those low-rise jeans don't look good on anyone.
No, it's like, oh, do you not have a six-pack?
Yeah.
Well, have fun wearing those.
Yeah.
They look horrible. They're boot cut.
Yes.
It's like, pick one. You can't be
Yeah.
low rise and also a boot cut.
Yeah.
It's too aggressive.
I just hope that I just remember those old like Kids Choice Awards, like the red carpet, but it was like the green slime carpet or whatever it was, and like there would be like Ashley Tisdale wearing like a tie, but like around her head, and like Avril Lavigne would be in some crazy outfit. But then, okay, she definitely died, and there's a copy of her. Yeah.
I was talking about this in the car ride over here.
Oh.
I'm not saying that there's a clone of her, but
Yeah.
you compare Complicated to that Hello Kitty song she made,
Yes.
that's not the same woman.
There's no way.
There isn't, it's not.
no way.
She married Chad Kroeger from Nickelback.
Look at this graph. Okay.
I think it might just be like, I don't know, maybe Canadians are like legally obligated to marry each other.
Yeah.
Because like too many of them were marrying Americans, and
Yeah,
then
they
the
gotta keep it
government
within
was
the
like,
country.
no, our population. I'm not saying she was cloned. I'm just saying that there was something there. Maybe like
Yeah.
electroshock therapy
Yeah.
for no reason. They just gave it to her.
Yeah.
So that's, you can tell we know a lot about music and we know a lot about fashion.
Yeah.
There were those chunky Fila's.
Oh God, yes. Everyone is wearing those again. And I'm embarrassed to say that I have touched them in the store. I've picked them up. I've looked at them. I've considered them. One time in a moment of weakness, I tried one on. And I just can't do it. I don't know why they're back. Everyone's wearing them and I don't understand it.
I'm going to admit something. I do have a pair of the chunky Fila's.
This is the last episode of the Boredroom. It's been a great run.
Listen,
everyone.
it's been good. It's nice to get that off my chest.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I didn't buy them. Okay,
Yeah.
I shoplifted them, but
Yeah, it doesn't really count.
yeah, it doesn't. I
count.
didn't give them my money.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's fine. It's okay that I'm not allowed back in that DSW because
Yeah.
it was worth it.
Yeah.
Also, I have a back entrance. So that's all the fashion stuff. I don't want to dare say you can't wear this or you can't wear that. All I'm saying is if that you're wearing something and I find it ugly, you deserve to get made fun of.
I will tell it to your face
Yeah.
if it's ugly.
So this is a segment of this podcast,
Yeah.
personal fantasies.
What do I dream about?
Do. Personal fantasies. I don't think that was copyrighted. I think that was an original.
Yeah. Well, I guess for me, I aspire to live in like a city one day. You know, maybe New York City. Maybe I'm kicking it around 30 Rock. You know, definitely not as like a late night person, or I'm not on SNL, but I'm
Not successful.
Yeah, I'm hoping to be a janitor. Like
Okay.
that's kind of like top priority, number one goal, janitor at 30 Rock. Like I want Lorne Michaels to like trust me to like scrub his poop out of his personal toilet. Like that's what I'm trying to be, you know? And
He doesn't flush. He leaves it in there for you.
He has me take a picture of it every
Yeah.
single time too, but I think that's just for him. But yeah, that's what I hope. And like I just like parts about being in a city, to me, I just love that. And I think this makes me sound like a not city person because I get so excited. I went to New York City a couple summers ago, and there was just like a strange puddle in a seat on the subway. And I was like, this is the city. Like there was like a rat the size of a cat crawling under a train, like on the tracks, which I thought they were like, once you touch them, they'll electrocute you. And the rat just was chilling there.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Well, I mean, he was commuting on his way to work.
Yeah, what did I expect?
That's lovely. I lived in New York For 1 year when I was at NYU.
Hey.
Again, that does make me
Tish.
better than you. No. Don't you dare utter that word in front of me. It was not Tish. Okay, I was not that insufferable.
Yeah.
But it was great. I loved seeing the pigeons and rats sort of duke it out for territory.
Yeah.
The middle of the street, I saw a performer sort of rub a crucifix on his junk. And I thought...
Did he give it to you?
No. Because someone else asked before me. And so I was like,
darn.
dang it.
Yeah.
There's a group of women who were doing contemporary dancing,
Yeah.
if I can call it that. It was either that or it was a very controlled seizure
Yeah.
that was like very well choreographed.
Yeah, like it could have been on Dance Moms. Abby Lee Miller would have scooted her little wheelchair to
Yeah. She You ever see that clip where she's like she gets yelled at and she's like, I gotta go to Baskin Robbins.
Yeah, because the mom's like, Abby, where are you going? She's like, I don't know, Baskin Robbins.
Yeah. The camera guys are like, she's zooming.
They got like now they have like the Maury camera people that have to run after the person now. They got to keep up with the wheelchair.
They don't pay her enough. It was so shocking to see that clip because it was like, I've never seen a video that captured my future so accurately. Yes. Being on that little moped, yeah. I can't wait. I'm not going to
zooms on that.
It's insane to me. Does she need it? I'm calling her out. Yeah. I've seen her walk.
Yeah. Season 1, she didn't have that.
Right. It's not possible to eventually lose the ability to use your legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an Abby Lee truther. Mm-hmm. Personally, for my own fantasy, not city related.
Oh.
It is, I want to create a small army of this product
BTS.
that I found. No. Please do not bring up K-pop because if I say anything about them, we're going to get doxxed.
We're going to get attacked.
There is a website where this woman sells hyper-realistic baby orangutans. What? Fully dressed in like human clothing. She makes them do little poses.
That's incredible.
It is both simultaneously like the most disgusting thing I've ever seen and also the most beautiful.
Yeah.
And I want to buy an army of them and then just sort of put them in various parts of the future home that I'm going to rent and not own because I won't have any money.
Yeah.
And I want to name all of them, give them little name tags, and I want to invite people over. Oh. And they'll walk in and they'll be like, what is that? And I'd be like, his name is Gerald, and you are not going to disrespect my children if you're going to be in this house. And then like once in a while the people are still there, I'll move the baby orangutans, put them in different positions, so then like they look back and they're like, did it move? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you like turn one of the heads around or something.
So that's
one of them secretly like got a little camera in it, and it's like, why does that one have a red light on it? And you're like, what are you talking about?
No, I don't. And then they're like, I gotta go. But then by then I've already blocked the exits. So
joke's on them.
Too late. That's my personal fantasy.
Yeah.
We do have a little story time hour. Both of us. We're both broads.
Yeah.
We're both
ladies.
Women. That accent went from like New York to British.
We're broads. But we're pretty little ladies.
Yeah. We're broads. We're ladies.
Yeah.
We are part of that gender.
Yeah.
I don't know if gender exists anymore, but it does for us in these situations.
Yeah.
Because these are catcalling stories. Not harassment stories, I would say it's better.
Yeah.
I have one. You have one that's juicier. Only time I remember getting harassed to this degree was when I was at a soup kitchen. I was about to say a homeless kitchen. Where they serve the homeless in more ways than one.
Yeah.
I was at a soup kitchen. Picture it. This was like 2016. The world was unaware that Drake had like a secret baby.
Yeah. Simpler times.
I know, it was. I was, mind you, like I was at the soup kitchen because my school required it. Like, don't think I'm a good person.
Yeah.
And I was serving, I was being, you know, the second coming of Mother Teresa, minus her weird like death cult in India.
Yeah.
I was serving out food, and then this one man is like, come here, like he motions. Now I'm stupid, so I was like, I wonder what he wants to tell me.
Yeah.
And then he said some things to me that were very inappropriate.
Yeah.
Especially because he knew I was in high school. I don't think I can repeat them, but he just, let me paraphrase. He was like, I bet you have a tight blank.
Oh.
Fill in the words. And I was like...
Wait, is it about soup? Is he still talking about the soup?
You know what? I'm not going to go there because, as you know, I have no experience. And I just remember hearing those words and being like, tight. Oh my God. Thank you.
You did a little Debbie Ryan, like
yeah,
hair
I was
behind
like,
the ear.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is basically that harassment is okay.
Yeah, we're glad that that's still around. Glad that women haven't gotten that far yet. See, I have some strategies because I've never really been catcalled. I think because I sort of look like a small boy when I walk around. Because always at night, you know, I usually, you know me. For the listeners at home, if you're not seeing what I'm wearing right now, it's Crocs and like a hoodie basically every day. So I already have the look down, you know. I'm built like a board. So, boardroom, hey. Hey, little plug. But for me, all I do is I have my little ponytail, right? So that's usually the giveaway. Because it's only like women and like physics majors that have ponytails.
Yeah.
So I just tuck my little ponytail into my hood. And then everyone's like, wonder what that little boy's doing here on this college campus when I'm walking around. Yeah. And it's fantastic. I get away with everything. And I just do a little, hey, what's up, man? Like, as I'm walking down the street, no one bats an eye. Like, it's great.
Yeah, and then afterwards they're like, wow, that little girl had a deep voice. And then I think it's your go-to, like, line of defense if they try and flash you is...
Yeah, the ponytail.
Whipping out that pony.
I whip it out.
Yeah. And you're like, you thought that was big. Yeah. And then you propel yourself forward with the ponytail like Emily Osmond and Spy Kids.
Yeah, I'm a little helicopter.
Yeah.
I fly away.
And then that's how you get them. That's the new, like, feminist line of defense, is you just chasing down men. You're just slightly above the ground. It's not even, like, helping you that far.
I'm, like, barely hovering.
Yeah. And you just look like a little missile.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Speaking of peeners,
I'm
gonna close out the segment with "If I Were a Boy." Please don't sue me, Beyonce, for that. What would you do if you were a man for a day?
For a day, I would go to work, so I get paid more than a woman. And then
you would deserve to.
Yeah. As I deserve.
This is a misogynistic podcast.
Yeah, we got the religions, we got the races. Yeah. We can't get, sexism is still on the table.
The beauty of having no one listening to you is like...
we can say anything.
Yeah, no one cares.
Yeah, none of this matters. But yeah, I definitely would still pee sitting down because I feel like there's too many things that could go wrong. Like, I imagine I have like a garden hose in my pants, and I just don't think I can handle that. Although I would wonder, like, because on a hose, you like cover up part of the hole to like make the water pressure increase. So I do wonder, is that the case for a peener? Like, if I partially cover up the little pee hole, like, does the stream really shoot out? Like, does it sound like there's a horse going pee in my bathroom,
Men in the comments section, let us know.
Yeah, let us know, guys.
I don't know. I don't have that experience because my genitals have the common courtesy of being internal.
Yeah.
So That's what you do. I know everyone is like, oh, if I had a peener, I would immediately make some beef stroganoff, if you know what I mean. And obviously. But, after like 3 hours, your hand gets tired. So I would immediately, I'd take all my shirts.
Oh.
And I'd cut out holes so my nips were showing.
Yeah.
So I would be free nipping it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
The whole day. Could you imagine? And that's really the only thing I would do differently. Wouldn't it be very exciting? I just want the world, because I'm assuming that I would have like a male body, so the nipples would also be like proportional.
Yeah.
To the breast.
You don't have those like pepperoni ones or anything.
Yeah. Don't body shame me. I would assume, and then I'd wait for like a breeze to go by, and then they'd get like, they'd look like little, like little baby birds, like hatching from an egg. It would be beautiful. And then everyone would be like, Sarah, can you please cover your nips? And then I'd be like, fine. And then I'd take out 2 Band-Aids, and I'd...
you put the Band-Aids over.
Just plaster them. And I'd be like, is this enough? And they're like, we're going to have to ask you to leave the Starbucks. And I'm like, well, fine. I'll go to Pete's Coffee.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. I think that's a good plan.
Yeah.
Sounds fun to me.
I'm glad that you joined me again today. Because I forced you into this. And that's all we got to say on that. So tune in next week for another episode.
Yeah. See you later. The Boredroom with Sara and Rachel is a production of Rails Comedy Network.
The Boredroom is produced by Walker Green and edited by Rachel Nicewander.
Stephen Duranske is our graphic designer, and our theme music is by Doug Maxwell and Media Right Productions.
You can follow us on Instagram at Boredroom Podcast.
And if you haven't already, please subscribe to The Boredroom on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Like, comment, rate, and review. Tell us you love us. Tell us you hate us. Solicit us. We'll take anything.